Welcome to Carlton's Math Corner. Today we're going to continue our study on slope. At this time, please make sure that you have your math journal, your vocab packet, as well as something to write with. Our target today is I can find the slope from a table. Now, in the previous videos, we learned that slope again is how a line moves and it's rise over run, and we learned how to find slope using a graph by using like a staircase, or even by finding the difference between the y coordinates and the x coordinates. Now today we're going to look at a table, and a table actually has multiple ordered pairs that are taken off of a line, and we're going to use two of them to find the slope. And so here's an example. Well, first of all, what steps do you observe, and are they any similar to what we've done in the past videos? Well, I notice that we are finding the difference between the y's and finding the difference between the x's, which is similar to the previous videos. And I notice that only two ordered pairs are used. So the 8 and the 6 come from right here, these two. So that means, and then the 2 and the 1 came from these x coordinates over here. So it looks like these are the two ordered pairs that are used, 1, 6 and 2, 8. And so we found the difference of the y's, and we started with the second one, so the one that comes after, minus the first, and then the second x minus the first x, and we got our rise over run. Very similar, and then we simplified in the end. So very similar to what we did in, previous examples from other videos. Okay, so here's another, table full of ordered pairs, and we're going to actually we're going to find the slope. So let's choose, first of all, some ordered pairs, and it actually doesn't matter which one you choose. I'm going to choose 1, 5 and 2, 7. The only thing that is really important is that the ordered pairs have to be right by each other. If they're not right by each other, then eventually you'll get the same slope. However, it may not, you may not have it in simplest form. When you get down to ordered pairs that are right next to each other, sometimes that is in simplest form, and I mean sometimes it's still not in simplest form, but you're better off by starting with points that are right by each other in the table, so that you can at least get close to having your answer in simplest form. So if we use these two ordered pairs and I subtract the y's, so we look at the y's are 7 and 5, and we're going to start off with 7 minus 5, and we get 2. Oops. And then how about the x's? Yep, 2 and minus 1. Nice job. And 2 minus 1, we get 1. And if you notice, this is already in simplest form. However, we can write this in a different way. We can write it as a whole number. So I can just write it as 2 if I want to. So my rise is a positive 2, my run is a 1. What I would like you to do is actually find the slope of these two tables. Okay, so there's only two of them. Just choose two ordered pairs, something that are right next to each other, and then make sure your slope is in simplest form. Thank you so much for joining me at Carlton's Math Corner, and I look forward to meeting with you again.